is. It's Milkman, Mr. Milktastic. M's up. Drop them in the comments. Millionaire Mission Day 2. With the money on our back. Like I told y'all, don't stay in the sleep bird long. Just about to plateau at the 10-hour mark. Just coming and say like, yeah, I'm gonna keep posting and doing this content stuff till we get to the millions. That's the whole point, so I can stay focused till I get to the millions, and then y'all can hit me up for investments, because the reason I need millions is so I can just invest in other people. Like whatever business you got, I can invest in that and then get money off residuals off the back end of helping you start your business. You know, life's still lifing out here, and I'm gonna try to keep any of my story time to a minimum, because more people are seeing it than I thought it would be reaching, and I don't want people having feeling some type of way in real life, and you know. So everything going how it's supposed to go. So far so good. Talked to my girl, that made me feel good. Even though she say she still ain't trying to get back together. That made me feel fucked up, but I'm accepting it for what it is, you know what I mean? Because I put people through some shit, so I put her through some shit, so. And then you got, you know what I'm saying, trying to get to know and figure out how to deal with child custody, because I helped her raise 5 kids, but it wasn't no babies, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't have like no drama with any of the child's fathers. And it was 3 of them. It was 3 of them. I ain't have no problem with none of them. So just trying to make sure I could be a good father to the child. If it's my child, I believe it's my child. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But on a positive note, I actually have started feeling the push-ups and the sit-ups and the jumping jacks and all that there, and even in my thighs. I ain't feeling it in my calf yet, so we gotta do more calf work, because I say you can't have no chicken legs, you know what I'm saying, all nice cut up top and then get to the legs and it's just chicken. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna have muscular legs too, because I'm on that. But I was thinking, I don't know, I'm gonna probably drive for a couple hours and then try to do it, but since I'm so right now, I ain't gonna go out early in the morning and just start working out, you know. So I'm gonna drive for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna go ahead and probably like 4 or 5 hours, try to knock out 4 or 5 hours, maybe 5, 4 or 5 hours, y'all even 6. So that way when I start back driving, I only have 5 to go. Knock down, have the load, and y'all will see, we'll do some working out. But I'm starting to feel it, and that's just after 2 days. 2 days of stopping 2 times, doing 25 sets of each. 25 push-ups, 25 sit-ups, 25 jumping jacks, 25 jump ropes, but I really do more jump ropes and jumping jacks than 25. I just go till I'm tired, because them easy to do. And then you got, I say push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, jump rope, and squat. Then the calisthenics I be doing, it's something in the truck where I could do, like, let me see if I can show y'all what kind of work we could do in the truck. Cause some of the stuff you can work out in the truck, you know. Oh yeah, y'all see that? See, that's the game that I said was on the ground. That's the game that was on the ground that my microwave fell on and broke. But as y'all can see, we done replaced that fella. Yeah, we done replaced that fella. So in the truck, in the inside of the truck, you got the bed bunk, right? So this is another type of working out that you can do inside the truck. I ain't started doing it yet, but I was figuring, I was looking, I was like, it looked like enough room to do it. So we're gonna try it on live with y'all, see how it goes. Back of the bed like that. I was just seeing if I could actually do them in here, and I can. I thought I could do that in here. So, yeah. Maybe a little bit later we'll do the working out, because like I said, I'm a little sore right now. And we still got, started with down there 1,500 miles. We got 1,100 to go. We didn't have that much drive time by the time we got the blow yesterday, so we couldn't go too far. But y'all know what it is, Millionaire Mission. Like this tube, right? Need some light in those. Alright, so we're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in. We in Deuteronomy chapter 3. And it says conquest recounted. So they're recounting all of the conquests. Okay. Then we turned and went up the road to Bashan, and Og, king of Bashan, with all his people came out to meet us in battle at Eridi. But the Lord said to me, do not fear him, for I have delivered him and all his people and his land into your hand. You shall do to him just as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived at Heshbon. So the Lord our God delivered Og also, king of Bashan, with all his people into our hand. And we smote them until no survivors was left. We captured all his cities at that time. There was not a city which we did not take from them. 60 cities, all the region of Argob, the kingdom of Og and Bashan. All these were cities fortified with high walls, gates and bars, besides a great many unwalled towns. We utterly destroyed them as we did to Sihon, king of Heshbon, utterly destroying the men, women, and children of every city. But all the animals and spoils of the city we took as our booty. Thus we took the land at that time from the hand of the 2 kings of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, from the valley of Arnon to Mount Hermon. Sidonians called Hermon Sarion, and the Amorites called it Sarnai. All the cities of the plateau and of Gilead and of Bashan and of Gilead and of Eridi, and cities of the kingdom of Og of Bashan. Og, king of Bashan, was left of the remain of the Rephaim. Behold, his bedstead was an iron bedstead. It is an Arabia of the sons of Ammon. Its length was 9 cubits, and its width 4 cubits by ordinary cubit. So I'm assuming he was a big fella, because they mentioned that he slept on an iron bed, and it was 9 cubits, however long 9 cubits is, and 4 cubits wide, I guess. So we took possession of this land at that time from Ur, which is by the valley of Arnon, and half the hill country of Gilead and its cities I gave to the Reubenites and to the Gadites. The rest of the Gilead and all the Bashan, the kingdom of Og, I gave to half tribe of Manasseh. All the region of Argob, concerning all Bashan, it is called the land of Rephaim. Jar, son of Manasseh, took all the region of Argob as far as the border of the Geshurites and the Matrites, and called it, that is Bashan, after his own name, Jar, as it is to this day. To Machar I give Gilead, the Reubenites, and to the Gileadites I gave from Gilead even as far as the valley of Aaron, the middle of the valley as a border, and as far as a river. Jabruk took the border of the sons of Ammon. Arabah also with the Jordan as a border from Chinner, even as far as the Sea of Abra, the Salt Sea, at the foot of the slopes of Pisgah on the east. Then I commanded you at that time, saying, the Lord your God has given you this land to possess. All you valiant men, I think that's like men of value, like the soldiers, men shall cross over armed before your brothers, the sons of Israel. But your wives, your little ones, and your livestock, I know that you have much livestock, shall remain in your cities which I have given you, until the Lord gives rest to your fellow countrymen as to you. And they also possess the land which the Lord your God will give them beyond the Jordan. Then you may return every man to his possession which I have given you. I command Joshua at that time, saying, your eyes have seen all the Lord your God has done to these 2 kings. So the Lord shall do to all kingdoms into which you are about to cross. Do not fear them, for the Lord your God is the one fighting for you. I also plead with the Lord at that time, saying, O Lord God, you have begun to show your servant your greatness and your strong hand. For what God is there in heaven or on earth who can do such works? And mighty acts is yours. Let me, I pray, cross over and see the fair land that is beyond the Jordan, that the good hill country in Lebanon. But the Lord was angry with me on your account and would not listen to me. And the Lord said to me, enough, speak to me no more of this matter. Go up to the top of Pekah and lift up your eyes to the west and the north and the south and the east and see it with your eyes, for you should not cross over the Jordan. But the charge Joshua and encourage him and strengthen him, for he shall he shall go across at the head of this people, and he will give them an inheritance, the land which you will see. So we remain in the valley opposite the Bethpor. And that was chapter 3. Y'all gotta forgive me about the stumbling over them names. I don't be getting the names. Them names be throwing me. I ain't gonna act like, you know what I'm saying? Perfect reader. I don't be getting some of them names. Like, what kind of name is that, buddy? What you got going on? But they all be tribes and stuff like that. This is the other book I'm reading. I was trying not to show y'all this book, but it's called Increase Your Financial IQ. And see, I was just starting on this one. You know what? I can't remember where I'm at, right? I'm gonna just start from the beginning. This is a money book that I'm reading right here. When I was 5 years old, I was rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. As I understand it, I had a serious infection in my ear, a complication from chicken pox. Although it was a frightening experience, I have a cherished memory of my dad, my younger brother, and my 2 sisters standing on the lawn outside the hospital window waving to me as I lay in bed recovering. My mom was not there. She was at home, bedridden, struggling with a weak heart. Within a year, my younger brother was taken to the hospital after falling from a ledge in the garage and landing on his head. My younger sister was next. She needed an operation on her knee. And the youngest, my sister Beth, a newborn baby, had a severe skin disorder that continually baffled the doctors. It was a tough year for my dad, and he was the only one out of 6 not to succumb to a medical challenge. The good news is that we all recovered and lived healthy lives. The bad news was the medical bills that kept coming. My father may not have become ill that year, but he did contract a crippling overwhelming medical debt. At that time, my dad was a graduate student at the University of Hawaii. At that time, my dad was a graduation student at the University of Hawaii. Of Hawaii. He was brilliant in school, receiving his bachelor's degree in 2 years, and had dreams of one day becoming a college professor. Now, with a family of 6, a mortgage, and high medical bills to pay, he let go of his dreams and took a job as an assistant superintendent of schools in the little town of Hilo on the big islands of Hawaii. Just so he could afford to move our family from one island to another, he had to get a loan from his own father. It was a tough time for him and for our family. Although he did achieve tremendous professional success and was finally awarded his doctorate degree, I suspect, not realizing his dreams of becoming a college professor hunted my father into his dying days. He often said, when you kids are out of the house, I'm going back to school and doing what I love, teaching. Instead of teach, however, he eventually became the superintendent of education for the state of Hawaii, an administration post, and then ran for lieutenant governor and lost. At the age of 50, he was suddenly unemployed. Soon after the election, my mom suddenly died at the age of 48 due to her weak heart. to her weak heart. My father never recovered from that loss. Once again, money problems piled up. Without a job, he decided to withdraw his retirement savings and invest in a national ice cream franchise. He lost all his money. As he grew older, my father felt he was left behind by his peers. His life career was over. Without his job at the head of education, his identity was gone. He grew angrier at his rich classmates who had gone into business rather than education as he did. Lashing out, he often said, I dedicated my life to educating the children of Hawaii. And what do I get? Nothing. My fat classmates get richer. And what do I get? Nothing. I will never know why he did not go back to the university to teach. I believe it was because he was trying very hard to become rich quickly and make up for lost time. He wound up chasing flaky deals and hanging out with fast-talking con men. None of his get-rich ventures ever succeeded. It is not for a few odd jobs and Social Security. He might have had to move in with one of the kids. A few months before he died of cancer at the age of 72, my father pulled me close to his bed and apologized for not having much to leave his children. Holding his hand, I put my head on his hand and we cried together. Not enough money. My poor dad had money problems all his life. No matter how much money he made, his problem was not enough money. His inability to solve that problem caused him great pain up till he died. Tragically, he felt inadequate, both professionally and as a father. Being from the world of academics, he did his best to push his financial problems aside and dedicate his life to a higher cause than money. He did his best to assert that money did not matter even when it did. He was a great man, a great husband and father, and brilliant educator. Yes, it was this thing called money that often called the shots, silently hounding him, and sadly towards the end was a measure he used to evaluate his life. As smart as he was, he never solved his money problems. So, we see off the ripper right there. I need something to use as a bookmark. We see off the ripper right there. It's that Poor Dad, Rich Dad, but this ain't that book. This book is called Increase Your Financial IQ. And I'm gonna use this dollar as a bookmark. Cause we're gonna finish at least 5 books for the year besides the Bible. We reading, man. We reading, we educating, we working out, we getting healthy. We're gonna handle all the business. And it's still a world tour. We still taking more trips. We still having more fun. This year, hell, you gonna die one day. You looking at me, you gonna die one day. Buy one of these shirts before you go. $20. Damn, I'll send it to you. Any color you like. But enjoy your life before you go. That's what I really want to say. Stay prayed up. Enjoy your life. Appreciate the people that God put in your life, because you never know when them people can be taken out of your life or leave your life. I don't want you to be in that life. You don't want to be living with regrets. So live life to the fullest. Enjoy people and try to keep it real. Just tell the truth. Fuck it. It might hurt, because it is what it is at the end of the day. And you should be able to overcome anything if you want to. So y'all stay tapped in. Part 1. Let's get it. We about to start rolling. Y'all already know. Let's go.